this is David Wilcock, and you're listening to a Divine Cosmos audio blog. Today's date is, the 28th of March. It's a Wednesday. It's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'm here with a remarkable new whistleblower who has just come forward. His name is Drake. That's what he's going by. And I contacted him because I have been covering this story about pending mass arrests. You have to understand the scope of what we're talking about here. We're not talking about 10 people, 20 people. We're talking about a systematic, potentially worldwide effort, although most of these conspirators are in the G5 countries, so I've heard. But it's a very widespread effort to effectively give us as a planet a massive dose of antibiotics against an infection that has been threatening to almost completely destroy its host. The host being the earth and its people, and the animals and the plants and the trees and everything. So Drake came along on the internet recently. I was sent an email by him announcing that he was going to have some radio shows. But when the email first passed by my desk, I didn't quite catch the impact of what it was saying. Because up until now, the only people who have really been reporting on these pending mass arrests whatsoever have been Benjamin Fulford and myself. And in both cases, we have, together and independently, sets of contacts, some of which are deeply embedded within the Pentagon, who have reported to us that this is very real. In fact, I had heard from an off-the-books source, this is not somebody who's gone public at all, that this had been sparked by 9/11 to a large degree, that many people in the military realized that they were not in the chain of need to know, and that this was not Arabs with box cutters who caused these buildings to fall into their own footprint. If that could happen, if kerosene can melt steel, then every kerosene heater ever built is a massive hazard. But yet they're all sitting there just fine. So something is going on here. People know about it, they're scared of it, and in what I call the sheep effect, they feel that if they keep their head down, then the wolf won't know that he's been spotted, but the sheep who's dumb enough to look up and stare the wolf in the eye is going to make him charge, and that's the one who ends up dying. Well, I'm not afraid of death. Neither is Drake. He's here, and he has put a public face behind something that up until now has sounded like two guys stroking their egos, trying to say something that makes everybody feel good but has no teeth behind it. And now here you are, and I want to hear what you have to say. So why don't you tell us a little about yourself and how you got into all this?
Well, what I'd like to do in conjunction with that is let people know what we're not.
Okay, great.
This will give everybody a better idea as to what's going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing I should point out is that I called you the other night, and we spoke for 4 hours and 22 minutes is what the phone said when I hung it up. And I called you jointly with one of my very senior top insiders. So you will now be able to vouch that you spoke to him and how amazing that discussion was. And more importantly, I've trusted him, built it up over years, and he vetted you out and actually identified dozens of specific points that you said that are not on public record that you could not have known unless you are the bona fide, authentic, real deal. So I want to make that point first.
Cool.
So some disclaimers you said you have to give us here. What are you not?
Yeah, there's a boatload of people who would like to jump on the bandwagon and get whatever they can get in terms of snatching names or name dropping, that sort of thing. They post a website with a certain name and everybody gravitates to it because of this or that. Whether it's selling anything or not doesn't seem to matter. Basically, and I want to make this absolutely clear, there's a thing called nation states. Now, the project we undertook falls under the definition of what a nation state is in terms of sovereignty. However, there is no such thing as nation states. It does not exist. There is nothing by that name from us. Okay?
Okay.
Without affiliation, there's even less. So any of the websites out there that say nation states is probably somebody trying to either sell a widget or build up their importance, or they got an ego problem, or they want to take issue with what we are about. Now, we do not have a group. There is no group. There are several groups, but no main group. There's no leader. And we don't have a database that we keep on anybody. Most of the people are anonymous in that we do not know exactly all of the people involved in this. Now, primarily what this is was a project given to us, and I'll explain the parameters of it in a minute. The process was at first an accident in some ways. The information from me came over a radio show that I complained about. Somebody took notes and tried it, and it worked. And we'll cover a little of that in just a minute. But the only basic thing that we've done is a notification process that was defined by the basis of lawful notification of a nation state, its existence, and proclamation of that to the world.
And the idea behind doing this is ultimately for sovereignty and freedom.
Exactly.
For actual states in the United States as well as for individuals in the United States.
Exactly.
Okay.
There are several things that go into this. Now, we're not affiliated with the White Knights, gatekeepers. It's just us. And we, as I said, don't even know everybody involved.
Neither do I. It's funny because another contact I have was demanding that they be put in touch with this group. And I said, look, I only have 2 points of contact with this group. Well, okay, 3, but nobody wants to say anything. I mean, the amount of information I've gotten has just been in little bitty trickles, but nonetheless, if you add up what the trickles are saying, this is an incredible, incredible story. What's getting ready to happen here, and some of the things you were saying on the other radio show about how much has already been moved into position and how much is ready to go right now, it's astonishing. So I want people to hang in there, because right now we're sort of going through some of the bookkeeping that has to be done to build up to this. But once we get to the main thrust of this story, it's absolutely amazing. So please go on.
Okay. Now, if somebody wants to know about what we're doing, and they would like to listen to the radio programs, which are archived, they need to go to Freedom Reigns. That's FREEDOM, just like freedom. Reigns is REIGNS.US. That website has been put up to alleviate us having to repeat ourselves and the extraordinary glut of filling up the mailbox and this sort of thing, so we have time to do what we're needing to do. Now, there is one stipulation in this, and I want to make this absolutely clear. We do not have anything to do with Rap Rusa, which is Tim Turner's group.
Restore America program is what you're talking about, right?
If you go on the freedomreigns.us website, there are exposures for that group.
Yeah, I was just going to say the name Tim Turner seems to be popping up in my mind because I think someone wrote an expose on him recently, didn't they?
Yes, one of our principals has an extraordinary library of things that out the group as to what the people in charge were doing, what they intend to do, and the ultimate goal was to literally arbitrarily create their own government and put it in place. Tim Turner has declared himself as a, quote, savior, God, or whatever. All funds collected in the country were to go to him personally, among other things, and it gets worse from there. I'm not going to get into the details.
Well, wouldn't this also serve the function of owning the opposition, flushing out the people that really want to do something, and making them think.
I'm pretty sure that that's probably what the idea was.
Okay.
There are several of these types of operations. I call it the cabal.
Right, and the only reason why I'm confident that you're not, well, one of the main reasons why I'm confident that you are not one of those is I vetted you out with someone who has impeccably proven trust over years of time. And the degree to which we validated you was vast, and it encompassed over 4 hours of discussion. So I do not consider that you are in that group. I have to keep my thinking cap on as you're talking and remember that one of the epidemics we have on the internet right now is people who think that they're smart just because they disagree with every single thing they hear, and they believe that every single thing they hear must be a lie and must be the opposite of the truth. It's very difficult to counteract that because it's a knee-jerk response that people have had due to the extent to which they've been lied to. And I know that you're not lying because, first of all, your words resonate to me as truth, and second of all, I proved that you're telling the truth in a multiplicity of ways in this conversation that we had. Please go on.
I thank you for that. Now, sure. I'm going to tell everybody who listens to this or reads it, and I understand it's going to be transcribed, do your own research and homework, please. Go to Freedom, FREEDOM, Reigns, REIGNS.US. Put it in your search engine, and the website that contacts run through to the group and things that we get, our radio shows, this sort of thing, is all there. If you need further questions, ask the webmaster, and we will see what we can do about supplying an answer to it. Now, basically, this is the prelude to what exactly went on. You want me to go into that now?
Well, actually, let's talk about underwater basket weaving. That might be a little more interesting.
I have trouble holding my breath that long.
No, I mean, this is what we're here for. I've heard from my own sources that there is an absolutely vast amount of incriminating evidence that has been collected that will bring down whatever you want to call them, the New World Order, the Illuminati, etc. You gave me some very specific information about how much of that evidence exists. I don't know whether that was public or not, so I'm not going to say more right now. But you also have given much more specific information publicly than what I've heard privately. And you have fleshed this thing out into a three-dimensional entity that has gone way beyond the point of a speculative what-if and into, okay, this is a vast operation. They've been building up to it for a long time. It's extremely clever, and it's extremely intelligent how it's been put together, and it has been calculated for maximum effect and maximum success. And there's a great deal of coordination that will be involved. And I think that probably one of the main things that needs to happen, and why they asked you to come forward, is we really need to help the public know that this is not another silly New World Order martial law takeover, which is what obviously certain disinformation outlets are going to try to spin this as once it happens. But this is in fact the saving of the planet. And it's the military, as you were saying, not following unlawful orders and actually living up to their oath of enlistment, which says right in the oath that every soldier has to swear to before God that he will defend and protect the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That's the United States Constitution.
The Constitution, that's right.
You're right about this. I learned how to. I came up above the radar by accident, but nobody else was putting out any of the basis of the plans involved, nor the level at which this is actually coming from. Consequently, I felt it my patriotic duty to at least lay